Hi, everyone, and welcome to a product demo from Cloudchoice. My name is Andrews Moses. I'm the founder and CEO at Cloudchoice. I've helped a few hundred clients over the past decade implementing CRM solutions and customer service solution. This demo is more to talk about a specific industry of property management and real estate. The reason I decided to do this is currently we are working with a property management company. It was kind of shocking for me to see the kind of way they were follow the processes, basically how things were kind of not organized, and they did not really know that there's an existing option that they can use or a CRM that they could use. So what I'm going to walk you through is their current workflow of how they were doing business. And then after they talked to us or after our consulting, how we were able to change the way they did their business and how it's helped them or in a positive way. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly share my slide. I'm going to go through here. So this is kind of their old model, right? So what happens is, as you know, property management companies kind of spread out. They're not in one location. So let's say there's a head office in somewhere in Toronto. However, they might own apartments across Canada or US. So what happened was all these different websites or even ad responses, emails come into the sales head office. Again, so what happens is when a new lead is signed up, right? You don't want to wait until somebody gives you that lead. What happens is if you're looking for in the business of property management, I mean, if you're put yourself in the end user's shoe, you're looking for an apartment. You're not going to wait 3 days for them to get back to you or get in touch with you. So what we found out was that there was manual assigning takes time. Like people, they might be off. It's sitting in an inbox for somebody to go forward it to the right leasing agent. And again, what we also found is when that happens, there is a delay. That's the first problem. The next thing is when it goes to a leasing agent, if they're interested, the deal gets closed. That is great, and that's what everybody wants, right? However, there is another portion of this where, let's say you get 100 leads. Out of that, you close 10 of them. However, as a property management company, it is critical that you hold on to the next 90 leads and understand why they're not interested. And you should have a place to store that data so that, let's say, if their budget was too much, they were not able to afford it. As property managers, you know that there are other properties that you guys can lease to them because most property management companies own different buildings in different price range. So what do you do that? So what we were seeing is that people just kind of write it in a paper and say, you know what, he can't afford this apartment or a condo. So let's just forget about him, right? Which is not the right practice. So what we figured out was that there was a lot of lead that was lost. So here's what we suggested them. So what happens is every lead that comes in goes straight into a CRM solution, which again, I'm going to show you a quick run through of Freshsales. And obviously, I mean, if you guys have any additional questions, happy to get on a call and discuss. So today's process is any lead that comes into that particular company gets automatically added to the CRM. So when I say automatic, instantaneous, right? So let's say if somebody fills out a form or goes online, fills a form at Saturday afternoon, it's not going to sit for the head office to come back to work on Monday and forward it probably Monday evening or Tuesday. Today, as soon as it's created, it gets automatically created in the system. And based on the city, what we have designed is it gets automatically assigned to that leasing agent. Now, what happens in that case is that now that it's transparent, the leasing agent knows that she or he has been assigned a few leads. She's going to follow up on it. And if it is interested, she walks them through the deal process. If it is not, and then she's going to tell us why they did not like it. And again, those are two things that can happen, right? Whether it's somebody who you can sell later, or there's some feedback for management. Maybe they did not like the parking, they did not like the way the building was set up, whatever it is, or they did not like the carpets of the condo. So those are kind of learnings that you can take. and bring it back and build it into the system as a process. Okay, so that's kind of the workflow. Now, what I'm going to show you is a quick run through of Freshsales, which is the product owned by or built by Freshworks, which is one of our leading SaaS companies, which is growing pretty fast. So I'm going to quickly run through that demo for you. So this is how a lead comes into the system, right? So as like I mentioned, as soon as you create or somebody fills out a form online, the lead is automatically generated inside the system. Now, once it's generated, what happens next, right? So here's your lead. I can automatically go, let's say if you're a leasing agent or a supervisor in that particular region, I can assign it to my team straight from here. Or again, like I said, in this case, we have automatically created workflows so that every lead that comes into the system gets automatically assigned to the right person. Once that happens, what are they going to do, right? So I'm going to show you a quick run through of the deals that we have set up for them. So as a manager or as a leasing manager, I can look at, you know what? Oh, okay. So there's new that's come in. There are things that they're working on. And the cool thing about this is that contact established, let's say they're interested. I move them to an interested, and then I can actually put them to an application process if I need to. Whatever it is, like whatever works for you guys, you move it around, make sure that's convenient and easy for your leasing managers. Now, on the other side to this is that as a leasing manager, as a management, I can go in there and see all the conversations that's happened so that I have enough information, or just making sure that have my people sent them that email, was it timely? And if they make, all that they do is if they send an email, they have an option to send an email right from within the CRM. So what happens is I have different templates. I can just quickly insert those templates right inside their emails. So again, as a leasing manager, it gives them, or leasing agent, gives them one place to work out of, all their emails from their inboxes right here. So all that I'm asking my leasing agents or managers, stay inside Freshsales, work on it. If you make a call, you can add a call log right here so that we know that, you know what, okay, we left a voicemail, call back. Now, what happens when you do that, right? So typically what happens is people just say, okay, I'm going to call back and let it go. We're not going to do that. So you put a save, and the process is to add a task to follow up, call back. I want to call them back Thursday. At what time? So as you can see here, everything is documented and is done right inside the system. So for a leasing agent, if they come in here, they look at their job for that day, they get the list of leads that they're working on, all the tasks that's overdue or that's due tomorrow. Or you could just look at all the open tasks if you need it, okay? All the ones that follow up, everything that you need kind of comes into a single view so that the leasing manager can just look at it, make sure everybody is following up on things. And at the end of the day, as it also saves these information in here. So what it does for a management standpoint, when a new apartment or new condo comes up that is available, I don't have to go through and look at multiple places to look at information, right? Let's say I know that these are the kind of people who might rent my condo. I could just send them a campaign. I can pull them into a campaign or send them a bulk email right from within the system and close those deals so that it's more efficient and it's quick and easy for me to rent apartments. So that's basically the kind of workflow. It's just a high-level overview, as I mentioned. And like I said, I mean, we do it all the time. We work with a lot of clients. We have helped companies in the property management and also in like student rental space. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send us an email at info@cloudchoice.ca or our phone number 855-779-7227. which is 855-779-7227. I'll be more than happy to sit down with you, talk about your requirement, and find a great solution to make your sales process efficient. All right, guys, thanks for listening.